Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's been a little bit since I've done this weekly video, and it's not because I've given up, of course. It's because, well, let's say if we're going to do a cooking analogy. Say we have 5 boxes going on. I have a range of 5 burners. My wife and I are doing the lion's share, which I highly recommend checking out. That's the main burner. It's on full, ready to boil that water. And then we have the Appalachian Trail box. This one's on medium to high heat. I have a pan on there cooking up some goodies to hopefully share with you soon. You really don't want to miss what I have coming up for you for that. Then we have the Forrest Fenn box, which is kind of like you're cooking some vegetables. Every once in a while, you have to stir the pot a little bit so you don't burn them. Then we have the past and future box. It's on a low to medium heat. I'm still watching it so it doesn't burn, but it's still cooking. But then we have the Pokemon box, which it's on simmer right now. Yes, it's on simmer. I have been avoiding that one, not because I don't want to do it or I don't like it. I just have a lot of things going on right now, and it's a large chapter. It's the largest chapter of the 4 in part 2. So I will be getting to that before the end of the year, I promise. But that's sort of where I'm at. So with that being said, this one's going to be a little short. It's the Forrest Fenn one. I don't know about you, but I get these aha moments once in a while, mostly when I'm laying down in bed trying to go to sleep. God bless my wife. I wake her up and say, "Hey, I have this great idea." And she just gives me that, "Oh my gosh, not again." So anyway, I had this idea last night and I just kept ruminating through my head and I came up with what I wanted to share with you today. So there's bits and pieces. This isn't by any means a solve. And I may be totally wrong on this as well, but I wanted to share it with you and get it out there into the world to see what everybody else thought. They're not really in order, the clues, and they're not all of the clues, but these are some that take apart a little bit from the text as well as the poem. So we're going to start off by talking about the text. So I'm going to quote from the text where JCB says, "This one-of-a-kind hobnail box is made of steel, carbon steel 01 and carbon steel 1075. What got me is this. I'll put up the picture of it here for you. I have the Continental Divide, where the elevation is 10,759 feet. That's 1075 to me. You know, that could be a clue for the 1075 carbon steel in the description of the box. Now you're probably saying, "Eric, you're just going to go off that." No, I'm not. There's 2 things on this photo that says Continental Divide. You have Atlantic Ocean drainage and you have Pacific Ocean drainage. If you all remember from middle school geography, that Pacific Ocean is warm water and Atlantic Ocean is cold water. So could this be where cool water flows and where warm water halts? Yeah, could be. But I didn't even go with that. We have some more. So as I go down to the next, what originally got me to this location was Baker Mountain headwaters. This is where headwaters of the Colorado. So could this be our cool water flows? Well, it's in the same area. So that's why I thought it stuck out as a confirming clue for me. So maybe this is where cool water flows, like in the poem, right? I mean, he starts off, I cruise along a road I know and park my car off to the side. Well, you know how it goes. So that's where I had where cool water flows and possibly where warm water halt. Now you're saying, well, where does warm water halt? In the Pacific Ocean? No. We have a location where the Colorado River drains into on the side of this mountain. And this is Shadow Mountain Lake. You can see by the picture on here. So where warm waters halt is where the Colorado River empties in Shadow Mountain Reservoir and Grand Lake. So I looked at the reservoir, and it doesn't look like anywhere you'd hide a treasure, right? But if you look at the trailhead, and you need to trust me on this because I don't have the pictures up available, but Google this area and look at the trailhead. Let me pull out. So the East Shore Trailhead. This where it brought it to me, and if you Google it, you go through the pictures, and it does look pretty compelling. But the East Shore Trailhead, think about that East Shore Trailhead, right? So I'm going to take a little quote from the book. He says, "You may recall earlier in this book, I mentioned that I traveled to Japan in 2016 on advice from my friend. In many ways, Japan felt like home. The main reason I came back to California instead of remaining was because he was dating his now wife, Kimberly." East Shore. Well, is Japan in the East? Yeah. This was pretty compelling too. May not be the smoking gun we're looking for, but you see how my thought process is going with this. Then we get to the goal. I'll miss the Golding Bending Stream. Now the Colorado River, Golden leading you to Colorado. It's Golden, Colorado, and it's known for gold, right? But look at the bending stream from this Google Maps image. To me, it stuck out, right? I missed the Golden Bending Stream. If I were to take that literally, this would fit the bill. Now, there's probably other places where the Colorado River does look like this. But when you put it into the big picture of everything I went over, then you can see why I got this, right? We have another one. Then we have the compass points now towards the home point tree and seeing eye. Now, I've heard this one before, and so it's not my original thought, but it does make sense now that I think of it more. The Rocky Mountains National Park symbol, the point being the arrowhead, tree being the tree on the arrowhead, and the seeing eye is the buffalo with the eye. I think this is probably one of the most compelling of the answers of what it was. Now, I could tell you in the beginning of this, I thought it could refer to a tree, the birch trees. It looks like an eye on it, and that could be as well. But as I start to put together all of my clues on here, I'm leaning towards this one to be where it's at. So let's see, do we have anything else on here? No, we don't. So that's what I have for you. So I want you just to think about it, run it through your thought process, and let me know in the comments what you think. I'd like to hear your opinion on it. Again, I'm not saying I'm right, and I'm not saying I'm wrong either. So until I change my mind again or find anything else, I'm going to be diving deeper into this and bringing you more information as it comes. So with that, I leave you this homework, if you choose to do so. Is to look through that. Go on Google Maps and look up East Shore Trailhead and start digging around, looking at the pictures and seeing if you see other components of not only the poem but the rest of the chapter and see how it fits in. And let me know. I'd like to hear about it. All right. Well, thank you, and don't forget this Sunday we're going into chapter 2, part two, where we discuss that chapter, and we have some really exciting stuff to share with you. I can't wait till Sunday. I really can't. So with that, take care. Have a great rest of your week and enjoy your weekend. See you later.